Hallo en welkom hier so by Farmspace. Ons is hier in die Matatiele area. Nee. Julle ja, 'n paar van hierdie al gesien, nee. Okay, right. Nee, ons cruise lekker hier rond. Hieronder, nee, werk dit so. Jy moet alles vir jouself sorg, want daar's nie veel ander ouens wat vir jou sorg hier. So, ons is hier so by ons praat met Shaun Wallis. Okay. Sien julle daar, van silo af. Right, regdeur. Dan word hy sommer direk uit die silo uitgehamermeel. Holding bin, mixer. En dan gaan hy kos toe. So, kom ons praat 'n bietjie met hom en luister hierso, hoe het Jones Masjiene Hulle boerdery verander. Shaun, how are you?
Oh, well, thanks, and you?
No, doing well. So, I get you after a long day, eh?
Yes.
So, just quickly, before we get into this whole feed setup that you've got, what exactly is it that you farm with, and how does your farming operation work?
Yeah, so we farm dairy and
Yeah.
got about 650 Holstein cows that we milk.
Yes.
And so it all revolves.
So, and basically, so mainly dairy, that's it. And do you do some maize and stuff like that as well, just to make feed for them, or do you mostly buy in your feed that you need?
Yeah, so we do maize as well,
Yeah.
silage mainly, and then grain as well that we bring in.
And then that's where the grain then gets stored at the end of the day. Yes. I mean, feeding 650 cattle, I mean, that's a task on its own, just making enough feed for that and so forth. So just tell me quickly, how does your setup work here in terms of feeding? How does this whole thing work? And then, what is your experience with the Jones machines?
Yes, yeah. So obviously we dump the maize in the silo there, and then we auger it through to the hammer mill.
And it's coming directly out of the silo with that auger, eh?
Yes, yeah.
And then it comes in here.
Yeah, into the hammer mill.
Yes.
And then it comes into like a storage bin on this side.
And just quickly on the hammer mill side, how long has the hammer mill been running?
It's been running about 10 years.
And what strikes me, and what I was just at Shaun's, and he's got a similar hammer mill as well. It doesn't really seem to make a lot of dust, eh?
No, not too much. It's actually pretty good, yeah.
I mean, because usually when you've got a hammer mill, it's just dust everywhere. And here, I'm guessing the dust is actually coming from the paddle mixer.
Yeah, most of it from the pedal mixer.
Okay, and so then you've basically got this, the holding bin that you've got here. And then that feeds into the paddle mixer, am I correct?
Yes, yeah, correct.
And then the same goes, what do you then do here? Is another hole, what do you do here?
So here we just put in our soya
Yes.
to put in the mixer, and then the minerals and things we just throw it straight in the top.
So you just throw it straight in the top, and then basically that gets paddle mixed in here, am I correct?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, and then where do you go with it from there?
Yeah, so from there it comes out of that auger,
Yes.
this movable one here, and then from there outside into a holding silo there, where it then gets fed to the cows.
Okay, so from the holding silo goes to the cows, but what I also see is there's also an auger. Is that auger also coming from the holding silo?
This is just an extra silo,
Yeah.
so if we get in something else, we can always fill up that silo.
So that you've got options at the end of the day.
Yes, yeah.
And tell me a little bit more about how long has this have you had this operation going?
I think we've had this whole setup for about 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you were still in primary school, eh?
Yes. Yeah.
And just tell me a little bit more about the reliability. Have you had any issues with it at all?
No issues. We've changed the blades recently in the hammer mill.
Yes. After 10 years, that's not too bad.
Yeah, that's the first time. We've changed a couple motors and gearboxes, and on this side a couple bearings on the augers, and that's about it. Yeah.
So from your experience with this, is Jones, and just quickly on that, spare parts and those types of things, because he's sitting in Koster and you're here, so if you've got any issues, how long does it usually take for you to get spare parts here?
It was a few days, get it couriered down to the nearest town, and then we pick it up from there. So, yeah, it's not a hassle.
So from your experience, would you recommend Jones machines to anyone?
Yes, yeah, for sure. It's worked very well for us. So short will for anyone else.
Awesome, Shaun, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Right, so dit is Shaun. Hier's so van, ek hoop nou is julle Engels op, net soos myne, nee. Hier's so van die Matatiele area af. Okay, right. Het julle gesien hoe lyk daai setup? Hamermeel, holding bin, paddle mixer, silo, kos, wat ook al, vat hom uit, jy kan hom pul van daar af, jy kan maak net met hom wat jy lus is. Wat ek regtig hou van hierdie besigheid is, feit dat daai ding so min stof maak dit jy hom actually binne in kan sit, nee. En dis regtig nogal actually cool. En zero losses, nee, zero, nul, eier. Dit het Shaun vir ons gesê daarso. By die vorige keer waar ek was, gaan kyk daai video's, jy het hom nie gesien het nie. Hy het hom actually gemeet. So, as jy 'n opset soek wat jy morsie, kom met Jones in kontak. Dis hier van Farmspace af. Tot volgende keer. Groete.